Cash use was already on the decline and the pandemic has seen many businesses turn away notes and coins altogether. But the move has meant shoppers are being slugged with often unadvertised fees. Joining me live now is News Corp's national personal finance writer, Sophie Elsworth. Sophie, thanks for being here this afternoon. Can Australians be charged extra for paying card?
Look, Andrea, they actually can be charged extra for paying by card. There's a lot of confusion out there when it comes to card payments. So businesses can actually refuse cash. But the catch here is they have to only charge fees with card that are a reasonable cost incurred by the business. So in other words, they can't slug you with excessive fees. But I've found myself, this has personally happened to me, where I've been rejected paying by cash and told to pay by card only to be charged more at the terminal. So people are, in many cases, paying extra for simply tapping at the checkout.
What is considered a reasonable cost?
So typically the amounts are pretty small. Look, they're usually about 1%, but look, over a significant amount of money, this adds up. Across the entire population, it adds up. So consumers have to be really aware of this. But a typical example, I was at a bar last week, $10 drink. I offered to pay cash. The man at the bar said, no, we don't accept any cash. And then he charged me $10.10. And when I queried him about it, he didn't actually know a way around it. So businesses are not even sure how to remove these charges or if they're fair. So there's a lot of confusion out there. And I think this is a result of the pandemic and a lot of people being told that it's not safe to pay by cash.
So what are the financial impacts to businesses if they accept card payments?
Well, Andrew, my local coffee shop this week, they've got signs up saying, please pay by cash. These card payments are impacting our bottom line. Speaking to hotel owners in the last week, they're telling me it can cost them several $100s a month just to have an active EFTPOS terminal operational. So there's a lot of costs incurred to businesses. So I encourage people, if they feel that they are, it's safe to pay by cash, this is definitely still a really good way to pay. And don't forget, we rely on cash when EFTPOS terminals are down. And as we've seen, this has happened time and time again. So I'm very sceptical about Australia moving completely cashless. I think cash is still vital for the economy to tick along.
Now, I want to turn to some tourist destinations. We know they've been feeling the impact due to border closures. There was a story yesterday about Noosa, particularly in the Australian, about how they're feeling it with all these, people making cancellations and things with border closures. But could the worst still be to come for them once JobKeeper drops from $1,200 to $1,000 a fortnight on January 4?
Absolutely, this could happen. I mean, Andrew, we've seen up there's been a lot of cancellations from Sydney-siders going into places such as Noosa, which are tourism hotspots at this time of year. In that article, it explained many operators up there simply cannot get people to work. They're on JobKeeper payments. A lot of Australians have become very lazy getting JobKeeper. They feel there's no need to get their hands dirty. They've got money coming in regardless of whether they lift a finger or not. And sadly, I think come when JobKeeper ends at the end of the March, these people who have had that attitude that they simply don't have to work may find they may not have a job at the other end. And tourism sector is one of the big ones impacted because you also have to remember we don't have backpackers coming in that often fill these jobs.